rescued and the suspect is dead. The latest from Dale County straight ahead.
And find out who says medical marijuana should be legal in Alabama. Plus, it's all clear out there right now, but is that about to change? We'll have Alabama's home team forecast with Richard Scott. WVUA News at 6 is next.
Watching Alabama's WVUA News at 6 with your award-winning news team, Lynn Brooks, Philip Coleman, weather with Richard Scott, and sports with Gary Harris.
We start tonight in Dale County, where there's been a dramatic turn of events in the 6-day-old hostage crisis.
The child has been rescued and the kidnapper is dead.
The latest from the Dale County community of Midland City now. You're looking at a photo of 65-year-old Jimmy Lee Dykes. Authorities say this man was the kidnapper and he is dead. Officials say the 5-year-old boy was released and is fine. The FBI recovered the child just after 3 o'clock this afternoon. Now, the FBI also says over the past 24 hours, negotiations deteriorated and Dykes was seen with a gun. This afternoon, FBI agents entered the bunker and rescued the child. Officials say the suspect is dead and it has not been confirmed exactly how he died. We've been following this situation for you since it all started last Tuesday. Authorities say Dykes boarded a school bus, shot the driver, then kidnapped the child. All of this in front of the other passengers. Officials spent the last 6 days sending food, medication, and other items into the bunker. At a press conference earlier today, FBI Special Agent Stephen Richardson talked about the rescue.
FBI agents safely recovered the child who has been held hostage for nearly a week. Within the past 24 hours, negotiations deteriorated and Mr. Dykes was observed holding a gun. At this point, FBI agents, fearing the child was in imminent danger, entered the bunker and rescued the child. The child appears physically unharmed and is being treated at a local hospital. The subject is deceased.
Your home team will continue following this developing situation from Dale County. We'll have much more for you tonight on WVUA News at 10.
In tonight's Health Watch, medical marijuana. Will Alabama be the next state to legalize marijuana for medical purposes? WVUA's Jennifer Edwards joins us now live in the studio with more. Jennifer.
Thanks, Philip. State Representative Patricia Todd of Birmingham is sponsoring a bill which would legalize medicinal marijuana in Alabama, but under tight restrictions.
Anybody who has ever had somebody close to them die, especially from cancer, can testify to the agonizing impact it has on the family watching somebody in excruciating pain, so much discomfort, and they get so much medication like morphine that they can't function. They can't talk. They just sleep all the time.
Todd says legalizing marijuana for medicinal purposes would provide an alternative to medicines like morphine for people with seizure disorders and increase the quality of life for people at end-stage cancer, those recovering from chemotherapy, and people who suffer from chronic severe pain, among others. According to Todd, physicians would write a prescription dictating how much should be given to a person for 30 days.
The doctor just can't dispense it willy-nilly, and that they have to actually send the prescriptions to the public health department, unlike other drugs. So we've got a lot of protection in there.
Todd says the marijuana and related products would be grown, produced, and dispensed by licensed nonprofit groups.
They would get it through one of these nonprofit entities who also are licensed by the public health department and have to pay a fee and they'll be regulated about how many plants they can have at any one time to grow and how they dispense them. Instead of the patient coming to them for the drug, they would actually be licensed to take the drug to the person so that that person's not in jeopardy driving with the drug.
Todd's bill is set to go before the Health House Committee on Wednesday. Lynn, Philip?
Thank you, Jennifer. And when the session starts tomorrow, lawmakers will face several big issues from abortion to guns. The House Republican caucus is asking for a constitutional amendment making it harder to restrict guns. Two Democratic leaders are supporting a bill allowing people to keep guns locked in their vehicles at work. Meanwhile, when it comes to abortion, some Republicans want to toughen restrictions on clinics, including requiring them to use a physician with admitting privileges at a local hospital. Other news tonight, civil rights icon Rosa Parks is being honored today on what would have been her 100th birthday. The U.S. Postal Service released a forever stamp honoring Parks. On December 1st, 1955, Parks was arrested in Montgomery for refusing to give up her seat on a public bus to a white man. That inspired thousands of Americans to join the civil rights movement. And later this year, there will be a stamp honoring the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington.
A Northport family's plan to keep their pets warm might be the cause of their house going up in flames. The fire happened around 8:30 this morning on 29th Avenue. According to Northport Fire Captain Ricky Mills, when firefighters arrived on the scene, the house was fully involved. Mills told WVUA there was a cord with a light on it in the doghouse to keep the animals warm. The preliminary investigation shows something happened with the cord and it might have caused the fire.
Anytime you're using type of like a heat lamp or exterior lighting for to heat your pets or heaters in general, especially if you use an extension cord, make sure you use approved cord. Make sure it's heavy enough that it can carry the extra load for the heater or heat lamps.
Now, no one was at home at the time of the fire and all the animals were saved, but the home sustained heavy damage from fire, smoke, and water.
Tuscaloosa's amphitheater has announced its first act of the new season, Fun Period, with special guests Segan and Sarah will take the stage September 16th. Fun is scheduled to perform at this Sunday's Grammy Awards, where they're nominated for 6 awards, including Best New Artist and Album of the Year. Amphitheater director Wendy Riggs told WVUA Fun won't be the only fun this year at the amphitheater.
Obviously, Fun is, got a couple of hits that are very, very popular, so a lot of my kids know them, and a lot of people in college. Some of the older people may say, Fun, who is that? But hopefully we're going to hit something that everyone's going to love this year, and I'm really excited looking at the diversity and the huge names that we're looking at this year.
Tickets for the Fun concert go on sale Friday, February 15th. For more information, go to WVUATV.com, click numbers and links. And now for a tasty announcement. Starting this week, WVUA, your home team, will take you on a tour of some of the most delicious dishes in our area.
We'll be looking at the stories behind some of those timeless favorites around our area and maybe some hidden treasures that you can help us find out about. To kick off Tastes of the Town tomorrow night on the news at 6, we'll take you to the home of the Panther Burger. You'll find out where you can find the Panther Burger and just why it's called the Panther Burger.
The very best bacon cheeseburger in the world, not just Tuscaloosa County, the world.
You don't ever get anything bad. Every time you come in here, it's going to be something that's good.
Doesn't matter what you order.
Regardless of what you order, it's going to be good. You're not ever going to leave saying, that just wasn't good at all.
And next week, we'll take you to one of the best spots for finding sweets, and we want to hear from you where we should go, especially if it's a hidden treasure somewhere in West Alabama. Just go to the WVUA Facebook page and comment on the Tastes of the Town post. Now, still to come here on WVUA News at 6.